Wow. Whoa, whoa, wee. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll get back to you. Time for KH's coffee break. Yeah! Hola, amigos. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Yeah. Hello there. Welcome. Come in and join me. It's nice to see you guys again. So, as I mentioned in our last episode, it seems I'm coming down with a fever. And the only prescription is horror comic books. Yeah. So, I'm not just addicted to crack, but I'm also addicted to comics. Horror comics. I know. Okay. Yeah, so ever since we went and watched the newest Evil Dead movie, Evil Shall Rise? Nah, that's not it. Evil Rises Once... No. What was it called? Evil Dead... Yeah, that one. Yes. So ever since we watched that movie, I've been wanting to check out other Evil Dead stuff. I mean, you have the movies and you have the TV show. I've played the video games, but I realized I've never read any of the comic books. Yeah. So I thought it was about time we talked about some Army of Darkness and Evil Dead comics here on the channel. And I'm going to do different episodes on the different comic books, at least the ones I have. And for today, I have something very special. So in today's episode, we are going to talk about Army of Darkness, Ashes to Ashes. Yes. So, this is like a unofficial sequel to Army of Darkness. I mean, I'm sure I was not the only one while growing up watching that movie and was like, damn, we need more. We need a sequel. We never had a sequel, even though we had lots of other stuff. And I mean, we had the TV show many, many years later. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, before we continue with the review, I just want to mention something. Now, a friend of mine, Mr. Barnes, Luke Barnes, and others, his friends, they're doing a really cool comic book project on Kickstarter. It's called Lone Tales, and it's like a sci-fi horror thriller. It was described as a Minority Report meets 28 Days Later. Sounds really cool. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. And if you guys want, go check it out. Give it some love. The Kickstarter ends by the end of the week, I think. So, yeah. If you like sci-fi and horror and comic books, you should go check it out. Okay. So, let's go back to the comic of today. Army of Darkness, Ashes to Ashes. Okay, let's start with all the usual stuff first. So this comic book is published by Dynamite Entertainment. And the writer is Andy Hartnell. And the illustrations are by Nick Bradshaw. So we have different people doing the colors. On the first two issues, we have Etienne St. Laurent. And on the last two final issues, we have Jim Charalampides. Yes. Whew. Okay then. So, as I said, this is like a sequel to Army of Darkness. It continues where the movie finishes, where Ash I mean, the movie has two endings, but I'm talking about the ending that was where he actually comes back and fights this witch in the mall and saves the day. Hail to the king, baby. Yeah, the good ending. So it continues from that, where he's come back, but he didn't come back to our time or his time. He actually messed up again, and he arrives too soon. So none of the evil stuff, the cabin trip, none of that has happened yet. And then suddenly the wizard from Army of Darkness shows up, and he's like, dude, you messed it up. I'm here to help. So together they're gonna go to the cabin and try to stop the evil once and for all. That's how everything starts. And yeah, so they come, they go to the woods, and everything's gone wicked and evil, and the whole forest, animals, trees, humans, everything is like attacking them and trying to stop them. And then we actually go back to the cabin. Yeah, it's got lots of cool references to the other Evil Dead like movies, and cool like comments you're gonna recognize, and it's very in tone with the Army of Darkness setting. So it's comedic and funny. It's not as gruesome and scary as maybe Evil Dead, but still very true to the material. I mean, it is called Army of Darkness, Ashes to Ashes. So if you want more Army of Darkness, this is definitely something to check out. And if you're a fan of the Army of Darkness, it's probably going to be right up your alley. All right, here we have Ashes to Ashes. Let's have a look. So it has a very cool and funny art style, which in my opinion is perfect for this comic book. And lots of cool action. Very Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. Very true to the material. And Ash also says, I mean, the usual stuff, the comments that he's always saying, like groovy and hail to the king and all that stuff. But it's very well placed. Like, he is very much the same character as you're used to from the movies. Yeah. Of course, we also have more of the medieval stuff and Evil Ash. It's very, as I said, in tone with everything else. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into much more, because, yeah, you like Evil Dead? Check it out. Okay, so that's it for today's episode. I'm gonna do more Evil Dead stuff. And the funny thing is, when I read these, I didn't know that some of them were in order, so I was just reading them randomly. But so we have actually a follow-up to Ashes to Ashes, which is Shop Till You Drop Dead. So I think next time I'm gonna be reviewing this one. Yes. Okay, guys. Have you read any of the comic books? There's so many of them. If there's any other Army of Darkness, Evil Dead comics that I should check out, let me know in the comments. Alrighty. Thanks for stopping by. Stay classy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers, guys. Mm-hmm.